Good evening. Welcome to Fantastic Dimensions. This is session 68 of Rogues to Riches. Now, I got four of you here anyway. So, Thaddeus, Andy, Rupert, and Ariana. You are now back to Stutterton. It is afternoon, May 24th. It's a Saturday. You guys, of course, you have rooms at this very fancy inn here. It's a very fine inn. And you were going back there specifically to round up the Cavaliers, I believe, right?
Yes, sir. So as we ride into town, I say, wait here, chaps.
Wait, I got something to cut off my arm before I go one
Oh,
step.
before you go to town, yeah?
Yeah, it's got to come off now.
Okay, let's see here.
It's growing. It's going to spawn off of me. And then they grew to a size of a man in a day.
You want me to cut it off for you, or
Yeah, give me something to bite on.
finger the knife on my belt? All right, then.
Don't miss and hit me in the head.
No worries. I'll draw my knife.
I'm
Actually,
looking for the Bumble Shroom.
Do you have a knife?
I had this last time, didn't I?
I do.
You do? Okay, cool.
Yeah, there it is.
So,
it's on the other side. Okay, so. Mushroom Man begins growing. We said it was a white mushroom man, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So you're going to cut it off for him, Thaddeus, yeah?
Yeah, so I say, give me your knife.
It's going to hurt. You got to cut a chunk out of his shoulder because it's growing inside and starting to protrude.
Right. I say, bite onto this, and I put the handle of his knife up towards his mouth.
Okay.
Just in case, I'm gonna cast Whole Person on him, so he don't move.
Hey man,
does
don't
that
worry
get
about
canceled
that.
if you hurt him anyway?
Not hitting me in the head. Give him like
Oh yeah, it does.
It gets canceled once he takes damage anyway, so don't do it.
All right. And I'll say, grab onto this trunk here with a slender tree, something he can wrap his hands around. Say, hold onto this tree.
I get ready.
And I'll grab him by the upper arm, and I'll take my knife. I say, hold on a second.
This is a dagger, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I say, hold on a second. Relax for a second. Oh no, I wouldn't know about that shit. Never mind. I was gonna. Never mind. I wouldn't know about germs and shit like that. So yeah. So I just grab his upper arm. And all right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it on 3. Bite that knife.
I'm biting.
3, 2, cut.
Okay. Roll a melee attack, please.
That is a 23.
23.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That does 4 points of damage to you, Rupert.
All right.
And you cut part way in. You have to cut around it.
All right. And then I scream into his ear. Ah! I carve around.
Okay. Roll another
I scream back at him.
Ah! I roll 28.
Okay. That does 4 more damage.
Is it out now?
Not quite, but he's got it cut loose enough that he can rip it out.
All right. We're going to finish this.
Hurry up, man.
On 3. 3, yank.
That does 1 point of damage as he rips the white little baby mushroom man free.
And I immediately fling it to the ground.
Wait.
Away from me. But not too far. Just
okay.
fling it towards the ground.
Hold on a second. Roll a d12 for me there. No, sorry. Roll poison save for me.
Me?
No. Rupert.
Failed.
Failed? Okay, now roll a d12, please.
Oh, shit.
5.
Your skin becomes extremely sensitive. You must divest yourself of all clothing and equipment, as any touch is simply intolerable other than the soles of your feet, which are almost but not quite intolerable to walk upon.
I should have done this at the end.
As soon as you start stripping,
that is going to last for 12 hours.
Oh, shit.
Nah, my skin's burning.
What time is this? This is in the afternoon.
I jump away the hell from him.
At least it doesn't last 15 days.
Yeah.
Right? And then I'll immediately... I'm just going to throw that knife away into the woods.
Hey.
It's my knife that I threw.
Oh, okay.
Yours was in your mouth. and then I scrub my hand in the dirt and just kind of look at that little mushroom thing.
We should eat it.
It's getting up and kind of shaking itself off, and it looks like it's in pain.
I'm gonna attack it.
And it's going to try to run away from you.
Slice it.
I want to get it and eat it.
Okay.
Oh, I shoot it.
Okay. Roll d10.
Right. So wheel lock. I rolled a 9.
Okay. Roll attack roll, ranged.
Right on. Oh, where's my D8? There it is.
Giving it an armor class 16 because it's so small.
Sure. I rolled a 21.
Nice. And damage 1d8.
3 points.
3 points. Bam! He blasts it into bits.
And then I
After stripping off my
Sorted.
clothes, I'm
Blow
gonna go
off
pick
the
up
barrel of the gun.
Yep. Nice
Are there any
and
bits?
sorted.
Are there any bits left that can be eaten? We'll gather up
No.
the bits of it.
No, it's too small.
All right.
It was only like barely a developed fetus, you know.
While he is finishing taking off the rest of his clothes, I will reload my gun. You all right there, mate?
No.
Mm.
He's
That was
bleeding.
pretty brutal.
My skin is burning. Don't leave none of my stuff here. Ariana, get my weapons.
Is
I
she
can-
with
And his
us?
clothes.
Touch it.
Oh, right. What's the problem that she has for 15 days?
I am
She-
upstairs. I stayed.
Oh,
I'm
she's
in
still at the
bed,
end, so she's not
she's-
with you. I apologize.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm in because
She's
I'm
back
not
at the end.
capable. Because I'm not
Oh.
capable of leaving at the minute because
Did
of
anybody
my
stay at the end with
condition.
you? Didn't Roy stay with you?
That's right, he did.
Yeah, he did. And Evan
did.
has wandered off ahead of you guys to go back. He needs a drink.
Right.
I am
Shit.
incapable of. I can blink. I can communicate via blinking, but I can't do anything else.
Because you're still moaning and
really
shit, right?
much.
That's right.
Yeah.
Josh has been relegated to yes or no for the next couple of weeks.
So, yeah. So
That's
I can
harsh.
practically just chill and listen to you guys.
That sucks. Okay, so yeah, well shit. I avoid
Gather
looking
my
at
stuff. Let's get to the end,
Rupert.
and I'll just lay low. This happened to one of us, so give me a
that's
day. I'll be all right.
True. That's true. That's true. Who does that happen to? That happened to Roy.
Was it
Was
Roy?
it Roy?
It was Roy because we were making him. We had locked him in that room and we're making him eat all those mushroom pieces. And then we had gritted it out.
Hand in his hand.
That was fun.
That's right. He
That
ate
was
like
so fun.
6 mushroom meals.
And it was the bet was his head gonna fall off and all kinds of shit happened to the poor guy. He glowed for a bit.
Yeah, he ate 6.
So what are you
and
gonna
then we ate
do?
5.
Are you gonna go back to? You're not gonna go back to Sutterton like this, are
It's
you?
like, you can't go back like that, man. Put some clothes on, and I
Why
pick up
not?
his shirt and I go to put it around his shoulders.
Ah!
Christ, fine. And I'll throw it down.
I will hold it in front of my shit when we get there.
I don't think you should go into town like that.
It's just a naked man.
Yeah, but there's some
People seen worse.
there's some stuck-up folks in this world.
And it's a
To
really,
hell with
it's a
them.
really fine inn.
Hmm.
It's like one of the finest inns
Probably,
in Lincolnshire that's not in
Well,
Boston.
listen, when we get to town, I'll put on something long enough to get inside, but I'm telling you, it's excruciating. I don't even want to hold a pistol in my hand. And I feel completely naked and
You are
vulnerable.
completely naked.
You are
without
completely
shame
naked.
I used to be the most heavily armored person in this party, and now I'm like a naked babe.
Now you're naked and you got a hole in your shoulder. I did a pretty good job there, though.
Pardon me. Sorry. Could not get the
So-
mute button. Okay.
Let's get back to the end.
Mm.
And I'll cover up long enough to get in there.
Oh, it's
Mm.
torture. He goes running and screaming up to his room, just barely covering himself with a shirt on the
He
front and
shows
back, or maybe just
He
on the
comes-
front.
He comes slamming back in the area's room, flinging his clothes off. Oh, thank God.
I just try to stand and
Sorry. I know playing your character, but I think that would be fun.
lean against the wall with the least amount of skin touching. I'm not gonna be able to sleep like this.
No, you're not. You can only stand.
Can't even put on a bandage to bandage up my bleeding shoulder because it'll hurt. So I'm in excruciating pain. I'm like, pour liquor down my throat.
I was just gonna say, have someone pour liquor in your throat and just until you pass out.
And of course, some of it splashes on your face, and that hurts.
Pour it on the
Well,
wound.
I see that. Are the cavaliers sitting in the bar?
Oh, if you pour it on the wound, then it's excruciating. Give me a Constitution. No, let's call it
Out shock.
let's call it a poison save.
Is this to pass out?
Yeah.
Can I just voluntarily fail?
Yeah, sure. If you want, yeah. He
Yeah.
passes out.
I let it take me. Pass out in white pain.
And then you wake up in excruciating pain like 2 minutes later.
Well, fuck that.
So you got to get back up off the floor.
Okay. So that
You go.
sucks.
You go
Shit.
talk to the Cavaliers while I sit here in pain.
So I look.
Mariana's like what, drooling on herself and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, she's just like, her eyes are all bloodshot. She's moaning and foaming at the mouth. And
I just look at her and shake my head.
blinking furiously. And she tries to find out what the fuck happened to you, I imagine. Oh, I can put Ariana back on the screen now. Ariana, you are present now.
Mushroom shit. Don't worry about it. Don't try to talk. I guess you can't help it. I get a separate room.
Oh, fuck.
You're gonna go down and ask for another room, just leave her in this
You're all
big double
So
room all by herself.
unattractive.
You can if you want. Huh?
So
She
unattractive,
gives you
Ariana.
puppy dog eyes. Because she can still use her. She's giving you puppy dog eyes.
She even
She's
does it
giving
in her
you-
sleep, so.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
She gives you her beautiful puppy dog eyes.
It's
Her
not worth it.
bloodshot puppy dog eyes.
With
Yeah.
drool over her chin.
Hey, hey, you
I
could just,
imagine her shirt
no,
is
you
just
could
like
scary
soaked.
movie me. You could scary movie me and just put a bag over my head.
Can't take it though. I can't touch you. I can't lay in the bed.
Mhm. That's
The
great.
worst night of our lives. I can't mushrooms. I'm about sick of these things.
Yeah, well, you were supposed to be doing something about it, but
Yeah, so Thaddeus, you go negotiate with the guys.
Oh yeah.
It's on you and Andy.
So I watch Rupert
right. So
hightail
Rupert
it up the
and
stairs.
Ariana are, yeah.
I look at Andy, shrug. Are the cavaliers in the bar?
Well, you were upstairs with him because you were pouring liquor on him and shit.
Oh, okay.
One of you guys
I'll
was.
go back downstairs.
Fair enough.
All right. Are they in there, or where are they at?
Yeah, they're total. Yeah, they're here. They're not. They haven't patrolled in days. They're just fucking chilling out in this
Right.
inn, living the good
So I
life.
come walking up to them, and I got my hands, my thumbs tucked into my sword belt. Got a huge grin on my face as I come sauntering up.
As they say.
Gentlemen.
Thaddeus, is your friend all right?
Oh, he had a run-in with some mushrooms. He can't bear for anything to touch him. You should have seen him strip. I'd never seen anything so fast in my life, and he screamed the whole time, just like he did now. Hilarious.
Him
What?
and the drooling woman you brought in. They'd make a great couple.
Well, they are. They say they're married. I don't know if it's true or not.
Oh, I see.
Hmm.
And you see one of the guys pulls out 5 silver pieces and hands it to another guy.
Nice. So, as thanks. Oh, right. I had a speech written up for this, actually. Hold on a second here.
Did you?
I did.
Wow, Thaddeus came prepared. Does Thaddeus pull out a piece of paper and start reading it at the table?
Oh, no, but last time we played, I had an idea of exactly what I wanted to say to them. So,
Good.
after I see the money pass over, I kind of lean down and I take my hat off and I put it on the table and I lean over, resting my hands in the thing, and I look at each of them and I say, "Gentlemen, as thanks for your gracious company last night. I have prepared for you a gift." When we went back to see to that site where the giant mushrooms attacked us the first time, we found a group of men who'd been slayed. They'd been robbed, and Lord Rupert's precious family heirloom was stolen. And I believe we have found your group of bandits, and they have left a trail you could follow at midnight of the new moon. Now, who's in the mood for a bit of a fight?
They look at each other and say, "Well, we haven't been doing it sitting in this inn for the last week." Sure. We're in.
Awesome. Excellent. Appeared to be about 6 of them. So it should be a fun slaughter. Come on, I got my horse outside. Are you coming, Andy?
Absolutely.
All right. Come on,
Excellent.
gentlemen. And I slap my head out. I walk over to the bar and said, "Give me a bottle of scotch for the road." I slap down a gold piece.
All right. I don't know if they have. Would they have scotch? Yeah, they might have scotch.
Yeah.
Why not?
Something like that. Scotch,
It's not
whiskey,
far away. Yeah.
whichever the one.
So they give you a nice bottle
All right, and I'll
and
stuff
a wrapped up little kind of like roll of like bread and meat.
Awesome. After dinner, after fight feast. Wonderful.
Well,
All right.
it is afternoon. I don't know if you had lunch.
I haven't.
What's her name?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I
Anyway.
forgot after I found out she was married.
Yeah.
No, she's just the innkeeper or the
So there you
bar.
go. So you got a nice bottle of whiskey and you got some bread and meat. I'd say it's enough bread and meat for 3 rations.
Excellent. All right, so we'll go out front, hop on our horses, or actually lead Rupert's horse over to the stables and tell him to take care of it. Then I'll hop on mine and wait for them to get ready.
Yeah, it'll take them some time to get their horses out and to totally arm up and
Sure,
everything.
sure.
But,
We'll help out where I can.
But they'll mount up. And I guess are you leading the way, Andy? You've got your horse as well, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Good.
Awesome.
So y'all have
Yeah.
horses.
I'll be right behind Thaddeus.
Excellent. Yeah, I'll lead them right to the side of the attack. I'll point around like the tracks that we saw the first time and how they lead off and say, "Look at that road. It's like a stumbling drunk 400-pound man walking through a store full of fine goods. It's so clear."
What was the trail exactly? Do you remember what I described? I didn't write it down.
You just said it was like a wide trail of footprints and stuff heading off, and I can't remember what direction.
I never told you how many people, did I? You were just
I
making
think
that up.
we said
or did
something
I?
like about like 6 or so is what we surmised, but I don't think you said anything specific. It could have been somewhere around there. You said.
Okay.
I think.
Got
I
it.
don't think it was a specific number.
Do you remember which direction it was going?
I want to say southwest.
Okay. No, it wasn't. It was going towards Boston.
Okay.
That's
So
right. It was heading
northeast.
northeast. Yeah. I had to think about it. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I was just throwing shit out there.
Okay. So you guys start following the trail,
Mm-hmm.
and as you kind of riding further,
I have my
north of the road, the mushroomery starts to die down a little bit.
that's comforting.
You ride for a while, and by the time you get to kind of the outskirts of Boston, it's just like little mushrooms here and there. You don't see lots of big mushrooms anymore, and you have to slow down to look for the trail. Do you have any what would it be, bushcraft?
I don't know.
What about you, Andy?
Man, I'm a magic user. I don't get anything.
Well, everybody has a 1 in 6 chance, so
Yeah.
go for it.
All right. 5.
I rolled a 5 also.
Okay. Hey, Mark, do you want to roll 5d6 or 6d6 for me real quick and tell me if you get any ones?
It's D6.
Hmm?
6D6.
Yes.
3 ones.
Okay. So a few of the guys find a trail and like, oh, look, it looks like they go this way, and so they start continue riding that way, and then you come to a road to Boston, and pretty much lose the trail on the road because the road's got multiple trails.
Well, shit.
But it looks like they're headed to Boston. And by this point in time, yeah, it's now like getting later into the afternoon. It's like,
Yeah.
not
How long
quite
had
evening,
those?
but
Do we know how long those guys might have been dead for when
um,
we first found them?
You wouldn't say days, maybe hours.
So they've got a long head start already.
Mhm.
Shit. Well, that sucks.
Well, should we turn back and ride back, or should we just stay in Boston for the night?
How far are we? We're much closer to Boston than we are to Stutterton, aren't
Yeah,
we?
you're much closer to Boston than you are to Stutterton. If you look
I would
at
say
the map, yeah, you're up there. What's the
Boston
name
is the group just above like Wilburton, whatever that is.
Yeah, Wiverton. So you're just past Wiverton, heading north. That's the road you're now on.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, we're here. I'd rather stay here for the night. I mean, it's nice in and all, but it's not that great of a city.
Well, we could make it back before dark.
True. I don't think we'll ever find them in that city either.
And
Yeah,
our
let's go back.
accommodations are paid for. We're certainly not going to find them if they're in Boston.
That's true. Yeah, let's head back.
All right. So you turn back.
Yeah. Oh well. Sorry, Mark. I mean Rupert.
Now, roll a d6 for me, Merrick.
4.
Okay. Roll 2d12, please. You can tell me the total.
Dude, that one across the room.
Hmm.
The total is 18.
18. So as you guys are riding back, fine, there we go. How many is there? Roll a d20 for me, Jose.
Uh-oh.
19.
19. Okay. Let me take this fucking map out of my face. There we go. So again, it's the moose rooms, except they are twice the size of normal cows.
Criminy.
And they've got the mushrooms growing all over them. There's 19 of them in a herd just kind of walking about, grazing as the mushroomery is kind of growing more and more as you're making your way back towards Stutterton. By this point in time, let me pull up the map again real quick. Yeah, you're pretty much at the end of the road. So you're going to try to stay out of the washed out area. You're kind of heading more southwest now.
Right.
Because the dotted line there is the area that was flooded and just washed away.
I got a question. So are the cows aggressive?
I'm sorry, say that again.
Are those shroom cows aggressive?
No, they don't seem to be. They're just kind of grazing and, for the most part, ignoring you.
Can't help but wonder what kind of milk comes out of one of those things.
I want to wrap like a piece of cloth around my face, and I'm gonna try to mount one.
Shit. If you're doing that, I'm breaking out the bottle of whiskey and passing it around.
Okay, so you're
we
going
watch.
up and you're going to try to climb up onto one. Now this thing is what? Like how tall is a cow? A cow's probably what, 4.5 feet tall normally, right? At the shoulder or whatever.
Yeah, I figure when I stood next to a cow, was about its back was about shoulder height. To
Okay.
me.
Well, this is twice as high, so you're going to have to climb up onto it.
Let's see. Well, I got a rope, so
You're going to try to like lasso up onto the mushrooms up on top of it?
yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll let you try that. Do you have a grappling hook, or are you just going to tie like a lasso thing?
Tie it.
Okay. Andy, let's see here. Yeah, give me a ranged attack roll. Yeah, okay, got it. You get a -2 because you know.
I roll a 17, so that would be what,
Okay.
15?
So you throw it up there and you hoop it around a big mushroom right up on the middle of its back. The cow doesn't like that, and it is going to try to attack you. It turns and kicks
Shit.
at you with its big fucking legs. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna roll damage. No, I'll roll an attack roll first. Sorry. I think a 23 probably hits you
Definitely hits me.
for 4 points of damage.
Cool. I finally get to use
Oh,
my.
wait, I'm sorry. Hold on a second.
Okay.
It's bigger than that now. So, yeah, 6 points damage. There we go. Sorry.
Question: Can I still use the can ignore 5 HP damage from eating the shrooms?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, cool. So
So mark
it
that
takes.
off, and you only take 1.
Yeah, and they would fall on the ground like, ooh.
Okay.
But he says
Roll
that a
initiative,
stubborn.
because it's going to try
Oh
to stomp
god.
on you when you land on the ground.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Got 6.
The other cows are looking over to see what's going on, but none of them are coming over. You're on 6. You go first.
Well, I'm definitely gonna roll out the way and try to get not too far away from it, but far enough where he can't stomp on me.
Okay. You want to call it like a parry action, basically? You're going to not
Yeah,
attack, but you're just going to fully defend yourself?
yeah, that
Okay.
works.
I think that gives you a +2 to your armor class. What is your armor class?
1 second. Let me see. It's 15.
15. So we'll bump that up to 17. And it misses you. You roll out of the way. You guys, sorry, Thaddeus, you and the other guys see this happening. And yeah, the Cavaliers kind of all ride up over to where Andy is.
Mhm.
One of them is going to reach down to try to pull him back up.
I'll kind of ride over towards around, like, not right into the cow's head, but get close to it and start shouting at it. Ah!
Okay, it's kind of backing away, but it's like stomping on the ground as well as as you guys all kind of surround Andy.
And then I guess I'll pull out a pistol and just point it in the air and fire it off.
Okay, you do that, and they all start running away.
All right.
And the ground almost shakes because they're so fucking big, and there's 19 of them.
Jesus, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
but they run away.
All right.
Yeah, sorry. I figured it'd be worth a try, but every time I
Your
try to
rope is
ride this,
gone, Andy.
that's fine.
It's
Yeah,
still
every time I
attached to
try
the cow.
to ride a weird animal, it never works out. But
It was a valiant effort.
One of the
Valiant effort.
Cavaliers, the lead Cavalier. I don't remember if I gave these guys any names. Again, I didn't write any
You
of that
didn't.
down either, did I?
No,
Good.
there were none.
Good. Doesn't
Just
matter.
the Cavaliers.
So the leader of the Cavaliers, he kind of says, oh, "These mushroom creatures they're horrible. They're evil. We have to do something about them."
Can't help but wonder what kind of milk comes out of that thing, though.
Probably nothing good.
Mm-mm.
This mushroom business just seems to be tainting everything.
I've already seen what can happen
indeed,
to people when they eat those things, anyways. It can be pretty funny. It can be
That's what
pretty
happened to
terrifying.
your friends back at the hotel, at the inn, yes?
I saw a man's head explode, and it kept exploding for over an hour, and then he was fine. Fire and lava
He looks at you
right out of the top
you're
of his head.
crazy. You get the feeling he doesn't believe you.
That's fine.
But he's just like, "Uh-huh, really? Wow,
Mm.
that sounds pretty
yeah. We
crazy."
saw a guy's head fall off and grow legs and run. This
Mm.
some weird
Really?
magic.
That
Yeah.
Madness.
was hilarious.
Insanity. We better get back to Stutterton quick.
Indeed. All right. That is all right. Well, I guess we keep on moving.
We're going to, so you guys get back, you will get back before evening. Rupert and Ariana are, I suppose, indisposed because Ariana can't really present herself too well in public right now. And yeah, Rupert, yeah, he's naked and irritated.
Mm-hmm.
So when you get back, one of the Cavaliers leaves. He starts riding off to take a message to His Majesty. To basically writes up a report from the sergeant or whatever the fucking term would be, and it's his job to basically deliver it to His Majesty and get further orders. They mention you guys in the report, that you're there, that they've encountered these mushroom creatures, and the problem seems to be growing. It's getting worse, not better, et cetera, et cetera. You know.
Yep.
And so one of them rides off. So there's still 5 of them. And they all order food and drinks.
All right. I'll go back up to the door and I'll knock on the door and just kind of shout through. They got away. They disappeared into Boston with all of your stuff. Sorry, chap. And I'll
You
walk
talking
away.
to me?
Yeah, who else?
God damn it. That was
Sorry,
my
man.
father's chainmail.
Well, we may be able to find it when we get back to the city.
Hey, listen. Can you do me a favor?
What's that?
I'm going to need new armor. So I need like the best armor you can get, a buff coat, helmet. I'll pay you when you get back.
Well, you won't need all of that, right?
Yeah. All
Shit.
I've got is
Yeah, he had to
I
leave
don't have
everything
any.
behind.
I'm wearing clothes. I don't have armor.
The only thing
Didn't we
he's
pick up
got.
his stuff?
No.
They got my chainmail buff coat, my backpack. They got my deputy papers.
Right, because we had to run, I think.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
And they got all my money, so never mind. I don't have any money.
Yeah, they got all your money and they got
Buy
your
me
deputy
some armor,
papers.
my friend.
Shit.
I am taking Evan's role tonight and begging for money.
Yeah, Evan's out partying. You
I
guys
guess
would
I'll
have
see
seen
what I can
him.
find
You've
for you.
seen him and Roy both in the end, probably pounding down drinks.
If not, I mean, obviously they probably don't have chainmail around here, but some leather.
I'll see what I can find. I can walk back a little disappointed. I can't get started with drinking already. I'll go see what I can find for him.
It's evening, so yeah. Well, no, you got back before evening. You get just enough time to go out and get some stuff before they close. But this is Stutterton. They don't have a whole lot.
Right.
Rupert, what's your lowest statistic?
10 wisdom.
Okay, cool. And what are you looking for?
What he's looking for?
Yeah, what's the shopping list?
Chainmail, buff coat, Morian helm. I doubt they have that stuff.
No chainmail. They do have a buff coat. No Morian helm.
If no
He'll sell you a
chainmail,
buff coat.
leather
Yes.
armor.
Leather armor he has.
Okay, so leather and buff coat.
Okay, let's see here.
Any kind of helmet.
You've got a
Buff
voice
coat
ringing in your head.
is-
That is
15 silver for the
helmets.
buff coat. No helmet.
no,
Well,
it's not
weapon.
15 silver. Hold on, where is it here? Armor.
Yeah.
Armor. Oh, sorry, that's the back buff coat. The index, right? How much
This
does
This
it
is
say?
just what I just have it written. I wrote down the silver for
Okay,
all the
buff
highest
coat.
silver
Yeah,
price.
buff coat out here would normally be 30 silver because this is a rural place. However, because of the madness of the times, everything, it's going to actually cost you 40 silver pieces
Son of a bitch.
if you want it.
Well, get the
Oh,
leather before
I know what
you
I'll do
get the
then.
buff coat.
I was saying, how much would you charge me for a knife, a dagger?
I don't have any daggers.
Shit.
If I had a dagger,
I got plenty of
where is it here? If I had a dagger, maybe 7 silver.
No, that doesn't help me now. I'm trying to think if there's any other gear that I need. He held weapons still, right?
Did you ask him about a leather armor? Yeah.
Yeah, I still got all my weapons and my
Oh, right, leather armor.
You asked him about leather
right.
armor? Yeah, I got some leather armor. You can have it for 65.
The leather armor itself for 65?
That's right.
And then another 40 for the buff coat.
Tell you what, I'll give you both for 100. Because
All right.
I like you.
All right. I'll slap it down and I'll say here, and I put that another.
Apparently, I still have my helmet.
Let's see here. I tell him.
I had 13.
Here. Can you write me a receipt for 3 gold? I'll give you another 25 silver now.
Sure.
All right. And I'll slap another 25 silver down.
Yep. And he writes out a receipt for 3 gold.
All right.
All right. So you got leather armor and a buff coat.
Mm-hmm.
And he's closing for the day.
Pleasure doing business, my gentlemen. Pleasure doing business. Head back to the bar.
Likewise.
Go upstairs, and like in the bundle that I have, stuff the receipt underneath the binding, and then knock on his door.
Come in.
All right, I'll pull it open and I'll drop it down. Boom. Times are tough. It's going to be 3 gold. There's a receipt.
Okay. I do have 7 gold. That's all I had. So I'll give you 3 of that.
Excellent.
Thank you, my friend.
Hell yeah, grifting my brothers. Awesome.
Now, if you needed a knife or something, I got plenty of daggers and shit.
Oh no, I got plenty of weapons.
All right.
They didn't have any there either. I was still going to pick up another one, but I really don't need it. I'll wait till I get back. You know what? Hell, I'll walk over to his bundle of weapons and grab a dagger. Thank you. Walk out.
All right. What about
Not
you,
try-
Andy? What are you doing?
No, never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Why are you getting drunk?
And he's getting drunk. Okay. And sorry, Rupert, you were starting to say something. I'll put you in area
I
back up
just-
again.
Hey, I want to look at my new clothes that he bought, my new armor, and I pick it up and I scream and drop it and
Yeah.
down.
It hurts to touch it.
I'm getting tired of standing. I try to sit down and I cuss. I'm cussing every 5 minutes that I bump my skin on something.
Oh man, that sucks so much. Like I just think like you let your arms rest at your side and the hand touches your side.
Yeah, you try to squat and your legs touch, and yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
And eventually you have to kind of hop from one foot to the other because your feet start to get annoyed as well.
Mm-hmm. This is constant creaking of your
Mhm.
little floorboards as you shift around.
Pick up a bottle,
Ariana's constant gurgling and moaning.
dump it down my throat. Bring me more whiskey.
God damn, I hate
Strongest shit they got. I yell down to Thaddeus. Whiskey, the strongest shit they got. Opium or something, god damn it.
I'll go down and oh no, I had my saddlebags. Oh no, I'll go to my room and pull the whiskey out of my saddlebags and go back up and drop it down next to the door. There you go. Thunk and walk away.
You're a good man.
Mhm.
Ariana, you go retrieve the whiskey for him. He can't even open the door, so.
That's funny.
I can, it just hurts to do it.
God,
True.
I wouldn't want to do it. If I had to touch a door and it was like grabbing onto a handful of razor blades, no thanks.
But to
Someone
get
else go.
the only relief that you got is on the other side.
That's a nice bottle of scotch.
Well,
You-
that's yeah.
You're gonna drink the whole thing? Rupert?
Ariana, dump it down my throat until I am blacked out.
Yeah. Because that's the thing. Even though it is pain, you can see you're not being wounded. So for the relief, if I had to open the door, yeah, I would be able to do it. I think.
Yeah, it's all mental pain,
Right.
but yeah, I'm figuring I'll pass out from the shock if you just try to lay down and cover up.
Josh,
Uh-oh.
He said he had to deal with animals. I guess he's still doing
did he?
that. Yeah, that was a little bit ago, 10 minutes ago.
Oh, did you say that
Oh,
on Facebook?
yeah.
Oh, no, I do see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ariana will be moaning and groaning.
Okay, I'm going to assume then, anyway, that Ariana will open the bottle and pour it down your throat until you pass out.
All right.
Give me a poison save, please.
Hello, I am back.
I failed.
Okay, you just dumped a bottle of scotch down your husband's throat at his request.
Okay.
Okay, you failed. Good. So he eventually passes out from, the whiskey to the point where he's so drunk and pass out, he forgets about the skin irritating him. Although he's constantly kind of tossing and turning on the ground. He's completely naked, of course, and he starts throwing up violently all over the place, and he starts choking on his vomit. You got to roll him over and slap him on the back, and
Whilst I'm also having my
Wake up, pass out from pain, wake up again.
whilst I'm moaning and
Yeah.
blinking.
This is the worst experience of my life. 12 hours of this shit.
Hey, I've got to be like this for 15 days, so shut the fuck.
What was that? What was that? Moaning? What you're moaning?
You
Yeah,
can't.
this is horrible. I'm never taking shrooms again.
It's great. Okay, Andy and Thaddeus. Thaddeus, do you go down and start drinking then, or what?
Yeah.
Do you want to carouse?
Yeah.
What about you, Andy? Do you want to carouse?
Mm, sure, why not?
Okay. Roll a d6.
All right.
Got a 1.
I got a 3.
Okay, you spend 100 silver pieces and gain 100 experience points, Andy. You spend 300 silver pieces and gain 300 experience. Thaddeus.
Okay. That is 6 gold pieces.
6 gold pieces, yeah. 2 gold pieces for Andy. I'm in the wrong spot. Where the fuck?
Ooh, I'm glad I grifted that extra gold piece out of
Here's what I'm looking for.
Rupert.
Give me a saving throw versus poison, both of you.
Okay. What is that? Let's see. 8.
Is this supposed to be above or below?
You
Above,
want
I
to roll
think.
equal to or above?
Okay, I definitely failed. I rolled a 4.
I rolled a 9.
Did you
I
pass?
yeah, I have an 8.
Yeah, you're fine. You don't overindulge.
It almost stopped on 6, but just kept going one more.
Roll a d20 for me, Jose. Don't fucking roll a 20. I mean, if you do roll 20,
4.
tell me, but... Oof. Roll a d4. Or a d6. Sorry, d6. No, wisdom check first. Wisdom check. My bad. So d20 against your wisdom. What is your wisdom?
That I think you want
My
to roll
wisdom
under.
is 19, and I mean 9, and I rolled a 19.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
Okay. Yeah, now roll a d6.
Three.
Okay. All right, very good. So that will pass the night.
You said I got 300 experience?
Yes.
Awesome. I had an awesome time, too. These
And that
nights
will
are
bring us up to the morning
great to hang out with.
of May 25th.
Where's Roy's son at?
Oh,
all
Roy,
this
you're
time?
back.
I've been back for about 35, 40 minutes. Just been listening.
I see. All right.
Ooh.
He's out in the cart. You told him to stay there, right?
Yeah. So he just stays there. Okay.
He stays there
That's
until
right.
you tell him to do otherwise.
Okay. I just wanted to be sure. 'Cause I guess I fell asleep for like 15 minutes or something, and then I woke
Yeah,
up.
we had you carousing.
Okay.
You got any money?
Do I have any money?
Yeah.
I'm sure he does. Yeah, he does. He always has money.
Oh, yeah, you got all of Jose's previous characters' money, too. That's right.
Yeah.
Roll a
Yeah.
d6 for me.
Okay. This might be the most expensive nap he's ever taken. 3.
So you spend 300 silver, that's 6 gold,
Okay.
and you gain 300 experience points.
Okay.
Give me a poison save, please.
Oh, what am I rolling on that one? Okay.
A d20, and you want to roll equal to or higher than whatever your poison save is.
Okay. I'll have to look that up after I roll. D20, I rolled a 19.
Nice. So yeah, you don't overindulge. You have a great time.
Cool.
You don't wake up with a hangover or anything of that sort.
Sounds good.
Neither do you, Thaddeus.
With one leg in the bed and the rest of me splayed out on the ground in the rest of my room, with a bottle tucked lovingly into my armpit.
Andy, you come to. You're in your room. Did you have a room by yourself?
Yeah.
Andy?
We all did.
Good.
Except for Roy.
But you're not by yourself. There's a woman there. She's getting dressed. Has her back to you. She's sitting on the edge of the bed. You say, "Can I help you?" She turns around, slaps you in the face. Hard. Take a point of damage.
Oh shit.
Ouch.
She says, "How dare you?"
How dare you?
She says, "This is the way you talk to your wife." And she shows you a ring.
Oh.
I'm sorry, but I don't remember meeting you.
And who's Ariana?
That's Rupert's wife.
So why did you call out her name during our, you know? Hmm?
I don't know. She's my boss. I don't know. And who are you?
I'm your wife. She
Yes,
slaps
but
you again.
when did this happen?
Last night, don't you remember? We were drinking together in the inn.
No, I'm sorry. I don't remember. I had too much.
You son of a bitch.
So is she at least good looking?
Ooh, that's a good question. What's your lowest stat?
Wisdom 9.
Yeah, she's not bad. She's okay. She's now going through your bag, looking for your
She's no
money pouch.
Ariana.
How much money do you have, Andy?
1 second. Let me see. I got 17 gold, but I have that on me.
Well, you're not dressed.
Oh, gotcha. Hey,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
I'm taking some money.
Okay, then you want to go eat and then maybe we can get to know each other or whatever.
She furiously shoves her hand into the pouch and takes out a handful of coins, throws the pouch to the ground, stomps out of the room, slamming the. And she goes to slam the door, and she catches it before, and she goes, "You're going to hear from my father." Then she slams the door.
Mhm.
Could happen.
Oh, jeez.
What did you have in your pouch?
I have 17 gold.
Just gold, no silver. It was all just 17 gold pieces. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. When you go back, there's still 7. 10 are gone.
Bit.
Rupert. Oh, sorry. It looks like my internet connection is going. Can you guys hear me okay?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Rupert, you wake up feeling like absolute shit. The pain is gone now because it's morning time, so it's definitely been more than 12 hours, I think. The pain in your shoulder is not gone, of course, because you just had a fucking makeshift surgical procedure done on it.
Yeah, I feel like wrapped now that I'm not.
Yeah, it looks awful. And how many hit points do you have? Oh, you don't gain any hit points back anyway. You didn't have a restful sleep. Neither did Andy.
I know, I'm below half, so I didn't.
Nope,
Anyways,
you didn't
even
anyway.
if I did get restful sleep.
Nope. You've got vomit all over you, and you're kind of laying in a pool of your own vomit, Rupert.
Yeah, I'll get cleaned up,
Okay.
wrap my wound, put my new clothes and armor on.
You get that horrible like aftertaste of biley, vomity Scotch whiskey in your throat.
I'll wash my mouth out with soap.
With soap? Why?
I'm just kidding. Whatever. I take a bath, I'll wash my mouth as well as my body.
Okay. I don't think that's gonna make it better. All right, that's fine. Yeah, you can, clean yourself up a bit.
My soap was stolen, and my
Oh, shit.
and my deputy papers have been stolen. So
I'm sure Ariana has some soap.
Mm.
who else had deputy papers?
I did. Oh
Sure I
wait,
did.
no, that was Samuel. Never mind.
Ooh, And Thaddeus, I thought you refused them or something.
If I had them, I don't have them anymore. I can guarantee you that. Even if I did have them in the first place,
Well, I guess we have no.
I don't even remember having gotten those.
I guess we have no authority anymore. But they get new papers in Boston.
Okay. Ariana is still Ariana, and Roy is back, so let's put him up there. Roy, you wake up feeling good. Did you were you down any hit points? Rob? Uh-oh. All right. Well, we'll say
I got 32 hit points. I think I had 33 was his maximum.
okay. So you gain a hit point back now. You're at max.
Oh no, he's already maxed. 32 is 32. Yeah.
Okay. Well
I
then, yeah,
looked at the-
you didn't
yeah,
even need it.
mhm.
Didn't need it, but you got a good
Okay.
night's sleep anyway.
Good. We'll go out and take her on the sun. Maybe
Okay.
bring him something to eat.
He is looking miserable. And of course, there's a bunch of his own vomit in there. It's rancid, acidy smelling. Because he's just been thrown up in the cart. He can't go anywhere. And he starts scarfing down the food immediately. He's starving. He says, "Can I come out now?"
I'll take you out here and we'll go out in the woods or something. Let you out. You need to get out some fresh air.
Take him out for a walk out in the field.
Well, we'll take the cart. It said cart, not wagon. And then take it back to the woods. The woods.
Okay. I mean, I
That
don't
way
know.
he can
I don't know
get
if
out.
there's much woods, but yeah, you can take him out into the.
Yes, somewhere where nobody will, nobody's.
There's got to be some trees somewhere. I'm sure. You
Yeah,
take him to
something.
a copse of trees or whatever.
Yeah,
A small
somewhere where he
wood.
won't be
Yeah.
seen and yeah, just
Okay.
let him play around. I'll ask anybody else in the party if they want to go out just to kind of have a picnic or something. Get out of town. If they want to,
There
they
he
can
is.
follow.
Roy takes his son out for a walk.
I probably wouldn't.
I want to talk.
Whoop. Hello.
I want to talk with the Cavaliers if they're still around.
Yeah. Well, some of them are. One of them's gone.
You guys said you've seen the big one with the 3 heads, right?
Oh, you're feeling better already.
Yep.
Yeah, it was huge. Must have been 20 feet tall.
And you remember what direction that was?
Yeah.
You guys
Absolutely.
help us hunt it down, right?
Whew. You see doubt come over his face.
Have y'all come across something? It was told to me it was called a tumor, but like a thing where it's making everything giant. If we can find that source and destroy it, it might make cleaning these things up a little easier. Have y'all come across anything like that? A giant malignant growth, I'm imagining. Now, I don't know if we talked about this before or not. I've had a rough couple days.
He says no. No, nothing like that. We definitely saw the 3-headed one.
And
Did you say where you saw that? On the road? Yeah.
the like, where's the thickest of this? All these fungus growing. The thickest spot.
Hold on a second here. Let me roll something.
That's where we want to go.
Okay. A kind of nervous-looking farmer comes up. He looks fucking destitute, like he hasn't had a shower in weeks, or a shower. You know what I mean? He hasn't had a change of clothes in weeks, and his clothes are pretty raggedy. He comes up to you, says, I saw what you're talking about.
You did?
I did. Before the
What's your
mushrooms
name?
took my farm.
What is your name, good sir?
Oh, well, thank you for asking, he says. My name's Gareth.
Gareth?
Yes.
If you could help me track this thing down, or take me to the spot, and I'll give you a
I
coin.
won't go back there, but I'll tell you where it is. It's easy to find.
Tell me, and I'll give you a gold coin.
It's just south of Nansbeck, in the off the road. Once you get there, it'll be easy to find it.
All right. I give him a gold.
His eyes lit up. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. What is your name?
Lord Rupert Alcock.
Well, then, thank you, my lord, he says. He kind of bows and then goes.
God bless you.
He goes straight to the bar to get some food. He orders himself a nice big meal and some ale.
Is Andy and Thaddeus around, and Roy? Or Roy's out with his kid? Or is the other two around?
I'm there.
Yeah, Thaddeus and
eating.
Andy are both in the inn, so
Okay.
certainly be.
I want to talk with them.
I don't know if Andy had to prepare any spells or anything, maybe. Did he, Jose?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Do you have to prepare any spells in the morning or anything?
I don't think so. I haven't really used any spells in a
Okay,
while.
cool. So, so yeah, you guys are both all down there. You're all down there now. You see Rupert there and the Cavaliers.
All right, so we'll get with both of them and the Cavaliers. And where did you say you saw the three-headed one?
I'm not sure if they ever did say where you saw that, did I? Well,
Or can you lead us back to that spot?
it was west of here.
All right, so I'll
Maybe
tell them what
south of Wigtoft.
Okay. So I'll tell them what the guy told me, that the tumor, he said he saw it south of Nunsbeck.
Hmm.
So if we take that out first and then loop around to south of Wigtoft and try to hunt down the king, Ariana is, I don't know if she's going to recover, man. She's up there drooling over herself. She can't stop moaning. She can't act right. I don't know if we wait for her to recover. I don't know how long we'll be waiting, if she's even going to recover. I don't know what the hell's wrong with her.
Hmm.
So what would you like to do
A
about
voice in the back of your head says, "Put her out of her misery."
What voice?
That's no way to live. Remember her as the beautiful woman you married.
Is that the DM's voice?
Yeah, it's just me.
So I say we go do this and leave her here. And Roy can he can come with us. She should be fine by herself.
Well, Evan's still here.
Okay, well, I'll get the bartender or one of the servants to be like, I'll pay them to periodically check on her and take her some food for the next few days while we'll be gone.
Okay. No problem at all. Let's see here.
And I'll go tell her what we're doing, that we're gonna leave and leave her here. So I may never
Fair.
see you. This could be our last goodbye. Drool on my shoulder.
Ariana?
I see the love in her eyes. Glistening drool on her chin.
This is comedy gold. My God.
I love you too. And hopefully when I get back, you'll be normal again.
Okay. Josh, do you want to roll up a fighter and play one of the Cavaliers? If Ariana's going to be left behind, you could just use the random character generator to make one up if you want. We can just change the weapons to be appropriate, maybe. But
I can do.
yeah, do you know the character generator I'm talking about? The Total party kill. LOTFP character generator. Once you get it up there, if it doesn't give you a fighter, you can just keep refreshing the page until it does give you a fighter. At level 1 is appropriate. These guys aren't super tough or anything.
How many are there? 4?
Oh, it
Five.
starts with a
5?
fighter anyway, a female fighter.
All right. Well, you can change it to male.
Just play all 5 of them.
And let's take Ariana's image down here. And actually, let's take a quick bio break. We're at the 1 hour mark. Sound good?
All right.
Cool. I'm not going to do up a whole new overlay, but if we come up with an image for Josh's Cavalier, I'll put him up there.
Anyone feel free to find any picture.
And if nobody else does, I'll find one when I come back in for my cigarette break. Poor Ariana. How many days has it been? 1, 2?
She has 3. She has.
She has 2 sleeps now, right?
Yeah, so 13 days left.
Oof. And the funny, I love it. He's like, hopefully, when I come back, you'll be yourself again. She won't be.
I punched in Cavalier and I'm getting all these dog images.
No, look for English Civil War Cavaliers.
King Charles Spaniel.
That's funny because it is King Charles, right?
Yeah. Like a dog, little cute dog. What did you say?
I don't know if I can think of any cute dog that has Spaniel in the name, but maybe. English Civil War, or like Cavalier 1642, something, I don't know.
Cavalier Soldier. Now I'm getting the right stuff.
They should have like big hats with feathers coming out of them usually.
Musketeer.
Hmm?
I'll get you this.
Yeah, almost kind of like a musketeer, yeah. Because they do wear the big feathered hats, and they usually carry a sword and pistol, I
I
think.
just stuck
wanted-
one in the Facebook chat. I found a pretty good one, I think.
Yeah, I'll throw it in there too. You can pick which one you
It
want.
is Royalist English Civil War is even in the title of it.
Cool. Ooh, it's fucking cold out here. I should put on a proper winter coat. How cold is it? Let's find out.
This should take forever to load.
8 degrees feels like 4 degrees,
Wow.
which is what in
Hey, that's the exact one I have found. Merrick was about to post.
tell you now, it's actually 46 degrees, feels like 39. In Fahrenheit for you guys.
Yeah, it's cooling down here, but it's like, good fall weather. Nice, cool. Starting to get chilly.
Looks like our high temperature for the week will be 55 degrees Fahrenheit. I need to change that back to Celsius now because that's going to fuck me up.
74 degrees here right now.
$59 at my place.
That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, we found the same image. That's funny.
Oh, did you? Did you send yours as well, Mark? Or is it
Yeah.
the exact same image?
The same image. I guess mine didn't come through yet.
No, yours didn't come through. Okay. The only thing is it's a little
Yours
low
is better,
res.
Mine has a bar on the bottom. His doesn't. So his is better. Did it even say?
Yours isn't in a higher resolution.
You're saying his isn't?
Looks pretty low res. We'll see what it looks like when I put it on the computer. I'm just looking at it on my phone right now.
The one I found probably isn't because it was kind of small.
We'll see. It might still work. I'll put it up there and
Okay.
we'll see what it looks like.
I didn't send.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
it's got.
bright. It's brighter. Oh, it's got stamps all over it though. That's
Yeah,
definitely higher res, but it's got the watermark all over it.
I didn't notice that before. All right, this one might be better. It's the same image, but like a closer up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's higher res for sure. So
Dimmer.
when I zoom in, it's a lot less pixelated. So
Just a dimmer looking picture. Like
it's dimmer than the first one you posted, but it's brighter still than the one that Merrick posted.
Yeah, it looks good.
I found the exact same one that you posted is the one I was about to post.
Yeah, because it's the first one I saw that comes up specifically labeled as a royalist from the English Civil War.
Cool.
Yeah, it says painting of a cavalier soldier.
Yep.
Oh, the painting is called A Cavalier, is the title of it. So
Okay. Yeah, that wasn't in the link that I saw, but that's cool.
yeah, that's the other one I shared. It says that by French artist JLE something.
I had kind of felt like it seemed French at first, but then it said English, and I was like, okay, all right. So I wasn't entirely in the wrong.
Could have been a French guy that painted an English man, you know.
Right, exactly. But there was just like a certain, this feels French to me. You know what I mean? Again, it's probably because of Three Musketeers, and they look very similar.
There's another one here. He looks like, it looks Italian to me. But he's got a big hat. He's a little fatter.
Okay.
Earlier. And there's a more dandy looking one. Yeah, we got the best one. The black and white, like wood carving stuff. That's cool. Woodcuts.
This is the picture I want to use in case Thaddeus goes the way of the afterlife for the cleric character I'm thinking of.
Very pious looking.
Right? But just kind of scroungy enough to be an itinerant monk.
Yeah. He's either praying or begging for food.
Right? Alms. Popped in a bit of Phasmo stream in the background. The ghost's name is Richard, and they're talking about, let's go find Dick in the basement.
Did you you say let's go find Dick in the basement?
Yeah.
Okay.
This
So
dude's like, yeah, I can't think of anything I'd like more than going to find Dick in the basement.
Wow.
Ghost is Richard. Someone in the chat's like, now Dick's being a dick. They're in the asylum, which is currently the biggest map in the game.
okay. Now, smoke break over
All right.
until the next one. But first, I got some people to kill.
Right.
Maybe. I got some people to try to kill. Hello, people.
Hello.
Now, let me see here. Temporarily,
Check your stuff.
Ariana, I'm going to change your image. No, cancel that. I'm not going to change that. I'm just going to add a new image because it makes more sense. Image. This will be. Well, you got a name for your cavalier?
Johnny Cochrane.
What?
Johnny Cochrane.
Isn't that is
Donna
that is that an actual
Cochran.
person?
Yes.
Yeah, isn't that
Yeah, it
the,
is.
the lawyer in the OJ trial?
Yes.
I'm just gonna go with Johnny for the moment. Anyway,
Yeah, just call him Johnny. Just call him Johnny.
I'm not gonna change the name on the overlay right now because it's still.
For half a second, you said cock ring.
No,
That's
it's
what I thought he said too.
Johnny Cockring.
Yeah, I thought it was
Like,
some kind of porno.
Wait a
porn
second.
guy.
Wait a second. Oh no, it's that damn accent.
for some
Is it-
reason that Johnny Cochrane's first name that came to mind.
Johnny is a slang term for a fucking dick too.
Yep.
Right?
All right, I forgot to save the image. I went to upload it. I'm like, I don't have the image.
There you go. Call him John Thomas.
Terrible. Terrible. I'm gonna call him Johnny for now. Such a cavalier name, Johnny. All right, cool. Now I've got the image. Now I need to add it here. Okay. Whoa, Johnny.
Ease up, Johnny.
Take it easy there. Where the fuck is Johnny? We don't want him all the way. He shouldn't be on top of the overlay. So he needs to go down here.
We got all these little extra side characters popping up.
I know, right? Oops. Let me take this and we'll just like that. That's good enough. There's Johnny. Now you can see him in Ariana's spot. So where do you guys want to ride to? So there
Looks
is.
a
Let me
little
see
bit like
here.
Ariana in drag too.
Roy, are you bringing along the cart and your boy for this once they go? This would be after you took him for his walk. Suppose you got him tucked
Oh,
back in
they
the cart.
asked me, yeah. I'll get him in the wagon and take off with him.
When we start destroying the tumor, I don't know if that might have some effect on your boy. Be prepared for that possibility, Roy. I don't know what it's.
How far do you think the effect's gonna go?
I don't know, but if it's affecting all the stuff around for miles, I don't know what effect it might have. It might not do anything to him, but it might shrink him back down. I don't know.
Well, if it's gonna affect him when he's in the town hiding, or if he's with me,
I mean, if
either
we're
way.
being honest, he's not a natural boy. He's not
No.
supposed to be here, really. I know you've grown attached to him, but it might be best to let him go back to wherever he came from.
I don't know if you want to do that, Roy, unless you got a lot of grease.
Yeah.
Not, I don't mean that.
Oh,
Okay,
oh,
so
gotcha.
I don't know. Do you want to take him? I'm just letting you
I'm
know there
telling.
might be some
He's
issue.
probably tired after walking around out there and eating all he can eat. So I'll just leave him in the wagon and cover him up, and I'll just shoot. How am I gonna do that? Wagon's where I've always drive.
We can throw you up on a horse.
You can drive a
Yeah.
cart instead.
Yeah, yeah. I should get a cart instead of the wagon. Huh? It's a tiny, tiny cart. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll just get a horse and ride it. I'm sure he can ride.
All right,
Did
Let-
previously.
mount
Wait.
up.
What's he get? What are you gonna do with Charles?
Put him in that. I put the wagon inside the barn. Cover him up good.
Okay, you just leave him behind. You're gonna get a horse.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, you wanna buy a horse?
Can't you just
I'll-
use the?
Yeah, you could use Evan's horse or Ariana's horse. They're not using them.
Yeah,
True.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll say you're using Ariana's horse.
that donkey, that's for sure.
All right, so Roy mounts up on Ariana's horse. Huh?
let's ride.
All right. So
We ride.
there's four
Badass.
of you plus 5 cavaliers. Okay. One of the cavaliers, of course, Josh is currently playing. And you know what? Just for the hell of it, for fun, Josh, I'm going to say you are the lead cavalier. Okay?
Cool.
So you basically have 4 other
Captain
cavaliers that are backing you up. All right? Cool. Now, what's your plan? Where are you going? How
South
do you
and
want to
none.
approach this? You're gonna head. That's west southwest of here. You want to just head straight there?
Right there as the crow flies across the moors.
Okay, roll a d6 for me, please.
2.
Before we left, I made sure to refill my apostles, check my guns, and hang the powder horn from my belt.
Excellent.
And kinda like just hook it over the strap of the or the handle of the dagger.
Very good.
Got all my guns loaded.
As you were riding, the mushroomery gets larger and larger, where you come across entire farms that have been overgrown. You see a barn with the a mushroom like growing through the roof, not out of the roof, but through the roof. You know, like it's grown up and smashed through the wood. You can see the broken roof around, and yeah. And you're basically riding into like a mushroom forest. They're trees, but they're
It's
just covered in shrooms, and there's also some really tall mushrooms as well. You just
Right on.
keep riding on. Okay, who's at point?
Me and Captain
Okay.
John.
You and Johnny up point. Okay. As you're riding along. Oh my God! Really? Oh no. Okay, that's right. Cool. Got it. Got it. Yeah. You suddenly hear moaning. A really loud, erotic, enthusiastic moaning.
Steer clear of the moaning.
Oh shit!
All of
that stuff
you
again.
make saving throw versus paralyzation.
Damn it.
Damn.
I'll roll for your 4 dudes, Johnny.
Nope.
Fuck.
I failed.
One of your dudes passed.
No good for him. The rest of us failed.
I still need to roll. Where's my?
I pass.
I hope he
Saving
runs
throw
quick.
versus paralyzation? Yeah, it was paralyzation. Correct.
Rolling
What the
I'm
hell?
rolling above, aren't I? Equal to or above.
Yeah, equal to or above.
Okay, paralyzation. Oh, yeah, succeeds.
Good. We have 9 horses, yeah? Oh, okay. 4 of the horses fail.
Oh God. Whose horses?
That's a good question.
Shit.
Roy's horse, which is Ariana's horse.
'Cause I can just go rub one out, but the damn horses, that's an
Andy's
issue.
horse. Or not Andy's horse, sorry. Johnny's horse. One of the other Cavaliers' horses. And Thaddeus's horse.
Damn it.
Also, which of you failed?
I failed.
Okay,
I
well,
failed.
you immediately start pleasuring yourself.
Mhm. Christ, and I'm in the horse's back too.
So my horse is fine, but I'll just rub one out real quick.
Okay, well, it won't be real quick, but yeah, you start rubbing one out.
And
Who else? Andy,
my
Roy,
horse.
how did you guys do on the saving throw?
I passed.
Andy,
Yes,
okay, so you're at a -2 to all actions because you're just preoccupied with the concept of sexual release, but you can control yourself. Roy?
I rolled a 6.
Oof, you
and
failed.
Did I?
I'm
Okay,
sure.
11
Paralyzed?
Ian, this is important info for you.
The horny
It's-
little boy.
It's on my character sheet already. My horse's name is Donna.
Okay.
It's one of the ones that failed.
Okay.
You-
I think you might find that important.
Give me a paralyzed save. That is another one.
Did I pass that one? Oh, I did actually. Barely.
So you can feel yourself like rubbed up against the back as this horse mounts your horse, but you don't get knocked off, which is
Jeez.
probably
Well,
worse in a way.
It's all right. Well, just
Um,
try to ignore the heavy breathing right at the back of my head.
Yeah, it's like breathing down your neck.
Just take care of my own business.
Sandwiched between horse meat.
Yeah, you definitely failed your paralyzed save with a 6.
So is that
Roy, so
like-
Roy, you're also. Oh, and your horse is also acted up. So Roy and Johnny both give me paralyzed saves again. Johnny, did you pass your first paralyzed save?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so you didn't feel you're at a -2 to all rolls. So don't forget you get a negative. That includes a -2 to this roll.
He failed this roll.
Okay, you get thrown off of your horse and take 6 points of damage. Ouch, that was a hard landing. Are you alive?
God.
First level fighter. Yeah, you're alive, I'm sure, but you don't
He's
have a lot
just
of hit points.
alive.
You're hurt pretty bad.
Just.
You land hard.
I want to
Roy, how'd you do on that second save?
Falling off the horse is dangerous.
20?
Oh my god. I'm gonna end up playing all of them and they're all going to die.
You know what though? It's great. You can just use that same character sheet over and over again.
Yeah.
Just change the name.
Roy?
My kill count is gonna be high. My death count.
Roy?
Hey, they're NPCs. Don't worry about it. It's not your character. Be reckless.
How'd you do, Rob?
They are part of me.
Rob, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Okay, how'd you do on that second paralyzed save?
I rolled a 20.
Okay, cool. So you made it. So you're not thrown from your horse. But your horse is getting fucked by another horse, so you may want to dismount.
Yes, definitely.
You can. Oh, I didn't mean that. But sorry. Okay. Keep hitting buttons here. Okay.
Wanted me to unmute?
No, you didn't need to unmute. That was an accidental one. Okay. So this goes on for several minutes. And eventually you guys are able to kind of drag yourselves and your animals away from the moaners.
No harm, no foul. We don't have to talk about this. Yes, you were in a threesome with 2 horses. I won't say it.
Stays-
Well,
what happens with the moaner stays with the moaner. So.
Yeah.
Of course, Andy and Johnny, you guys made your saves earlier, but you will have to rub one out or continue to suffer that -2 to all rolls. It's up to you. Same for. Oh no, Roy did rub one out. Never mind. Yeah. Okay.
If you hit with the moaners,
I'm just gonna
you gotta give in.
assume everybody takes care of their business. And
yeah. I couldn't help it.
what's the plan now? Circle around the moaners?
Yes, that's right on.
Circle around to the south or to the north?
North.
Yeah.
North towards kind of Wigtoft, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Who's on point?
Me and Johnny, I guess. Still.
I have my musket ready, but I'll be the I don't know, wherever they want me. Rear guard.
I don't want us all bunched up too bad.
I
Like
kind of don't want any other horses behind me at the moment, so I'll be at the rear.
bring up the
Okay.
rear.
Johnny and Rupert both roll a d6 for me.
3.
Okay. How did you do, Johnny?
I realized I was muted. 4.
Okay. So you both passed. Neither one of you is surprised. As 9 giant yellow mushroom mans
Oh shit!
come out of the mushroom forest all around you, preparing to attack. Let me see here. So I'm going to say, since you guys weren't surprised and you were on point, you were able to kind of alert everyone else, give out a shout, so nobody's surprised. Everybody roll initiative.
6.
Okay, there we go. Who's on 6?
I'm on 6.
What do you want to do? Let's just
First
say,
off,
for sake of simplicity, there's 5 to the right and 5 to the left.
how far away are they?
Melee range this round.
Oh, okay. Well, I was gonna give an order to fire guns first before you
It's
engage
an
in
ambush.
what?
It's an ambush, but they haven't engaged in melee yet, so they're within
Right.
that 30-foot range.
I'm gonna order everybody like fire guns before you engage them. Don't like run into melee first, and then I'll fire my arquebus at one of them.
Okay, go for it.
13 to hit.
Where's my Mushroom Man stats? Mushroom Man stats. Oh, did you roll your misfire, Chance?
No misfire.
Okay, got it. And so give me a damage.
4 points.
4 points. Okay, you wound 1. Anybody else on 6? We'll go to 5.
Yes, Johnny's on 6.
Johnny, what does Johnny do?
He will just attack any of them.
Okay, the closest one. Yeah. What are you
Yeah.
attacking with?
A spear, apparently.
No. Change it to a sword.
Yes.
You should have a sword and a flintlock pistol, I'd say. Plus
Yeah,
like some
okay.
shot and stuff. What armor do you have?
Leather, apparently.
That seems about right. Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Go for it. Roll your attack.
Oh,
You attacking with your sword or with your pistol?
sword.
Okay, go for it.
So I rolled a 4. So
Okay. You don't have enough modifiers. You're a first level fighter, so yeah, it's a
Yeah.
miss. Anybody else on 6 or 5? 4.
I'm on 4.
Andy, what do you do?
I'll shoot the nearest one with my pistol.
Okay, left or right? Pick one.
Left.
Okay, roll. You're shooting the same one that
So that's
Rupert shot.
14.
That's hit. Damn it. Did you roll D10 for your misfire?
1 second. 4.
Yeah, it's fine. It shoots and roll a damage D8.
8.
8. Okay, you actually kill that giant mushroom man. So now there are 4 on the left and 5 on the right. Anybody else on 4? Okay, we go to 3s, and the mushroom men are on 3.
I am also on 3.
I'm
So
also on 3.
I'm going to split it up in my head this way. Okay. Ooh, well, that's unfortunate. Oh, no, it's not. There's those other dudes over there. Okay, cool. So let us see here. Thaddeus, a mushroom man attacks you. What's your armor class?
15.
Misses. Andy, one comes up to you with a mushroom spear and misses. Oh, wait, what's your armor class?
15.
Yeah, it misses. Rupert, one comes up to you and misses. There's one that attacks Roy. Roy, what's your armor class? Roy? Uh-oh. Rob, you there?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Now I do, yeah. What's your armor
Okay.
class?
I'm looking for it right now. It is. God darn it. Oh, 14.
14?
Yes.
Okay, he hits you for 6 points of damage.
Oh, shit. Okay.
And Johnny, what's your armor class?
16.
Okay, you're hit for 1 point of damage. And then we got 1, 2, so that's 5 attacks. There's 4 left. Oh, and there happens to be 4 dudes. Perfect. That one's a miss. That one impales one of your cavaliers and kills him instantly. That one misses, and the last one also misses. Okay, so one of the cavaliers is dead. And we go to 2s. Oh no, 3s. You're next. So you're going simultaneously, right? So that is your attack.
All right. So I see the guy gets speared, and
Mm-hmm.
just because I know how battle works, and these guys seem pretty green to me, I'll shout out, "Avenge your companion! Don't let his death be in vain!" And I'll shoot the mushroom man who tried to attack me. Or is that a disadvantage because he's right there? I probably should draw my sword.
Okay.
Attack instead.
Okay,
I'll do
draw your
that.
sword and attack. Go for it. You get a -2 to your attack.
Right. I roll.
But you got crazy
Oh shit.
attack bonus if I recall correctly.
14.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Whew.
Damage.
That is shit. Where's my? There it is. 4 points.
Okay, you wound him, but he's still up. Anybody else on 3, or we go to 2? Or 1?
Roy's on 3.
Roy's on 3. Go ahead, Roy.
Okay. He's going to use his pistol.
Go for it.
I'm trying to get my.
You are in melee, but yeah, you can still make an attack roll with it. So roll a D10 first, see if it goes off.
D10. Rolled a 3.
Okay, gun goes off. Roll a ranged attack.
Okay.
D20 plus whatever your range mod is.
D20. Rolled a 2.
You miss. Gun goes off, misses. Anybody else on 3 or 2 or 1? I think everybody's gone, right? Is Rupert gone? Yes, he did. Oh, sorry. You still have 3 cavaliers left. I'll roll for them. And don't you have a fucking dog or something, Rupert?
Yes, my dog will
Oh,
attack.
no, your dog's back with your wife, probably, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. The 3 cavaliers attack. One of them wounds a mushroom man. 2 of them wound a mushroom man. But the mushroom men are still alive. And we go to the next round initiative. Okay, bad guys are on 4.
Have any mushroom men went down yet?
Yes, 1 mushroom man is down and 1 cavalier is down.
Right. And there was 9 of them?
There
And there
were
was
10, now there's 9.
Okay.
There were 9 of you, now there are 8.
I got a 2 this time.
Sorry. Okay, anybody on 6? 5?
Yep.
Go ahead, Roy.
I'm on 6. Sorry, I was muted.
Okay, go ahead, Thaddeus.
Sorry.
Thaddeus, then Roy.
All right, I'll strike again at this dude. That is 24 to hit.
Hit.
And 16 points, or 6 points of damage.
16. What is it?
I looked at my D20, which I rolled as
Yeah.
16.
How much did you do last round?
4.
Yeah, he drops.
They can be killed. Keep fighting.
Cut him down.
Maneuver towards the next one.
Okay, Roy, you're up.
Got to use his staff because he only had the 1 pistol.
Okay,
So where does he roll for the staff? I haven't
so
used
you
the
roll
staff
D20. It's
before.
your melee attack, but you get a
Okay.
-2 since you're drawing the weapon this round.
Gotcha. Got a 10.
A 10?
That's yeah.
That's what is that modified?
Nope.
Okay,
Got
yeah,
a
yeah.
+1 on it. Yeah. That's
Yeah,
good.
and plus a -2, so there you miss.
Yep.
Okay, no problem. Anybody else on 5? Okay, mushroom men are on 4, so there's 8 left. And there happens to be 8 of you. All right. That's just perfect. So first, oh yeah, where's their damage die? Their damage die is this die. Thaddeus,
Mm.
missed.
Mm.
Andy, missed. Rupert, missed. Johnny, missed. Roy hit for 10 points of damage.
Holy shit.
Roy takes a bad stab from a mushroom spear. And then there's 3 remaining cavaliers. Missed. 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 Wow, I rolled a lot of single digits.
The horrible warriors, cut them down.
Are any of you guys on 4? 4, 3?
1, 2.
2.
I'm on 2.
Okay, go ahead, Andy, then Rupert.
I'll attack the nearest one to me with my sword.
Yeah, go for it.
Let me see what my bonus to hit is. Okay, gotcha.
One thing I like about this game,
All right, 17.
Magic used to see a lot of sword play.
17 hits. Damage? Yeah, it's true.
6 damage.
6 damage. Okay, you wound him. He wasn't wounded yet, right? You didn't wound him before?
No, I didn't wound him before.
No problem. Yeah, he's wounded. Next is... Oh, yeah, that was 2. So
Wait.
Rupert is next.
I'm switching weapons to the long sword. So what's that, -2?
Just for the round, yep.
I rolled a 20, so
20 is a hit. Damage.
Nice.
Has yours been wounded?
yeah, mine was wounded. The one
Yeah,
I
you
was
shot him. That's right.
with 3 points now.
3 points now? Okay, he's still up.
All right.
Johnny's the only person who hasn't gone this round, so I guess he's got to be next. And I'll roll for his 3 dudes.
Yeah, let's go.
That one hits and wounds it again. That one misses.
I went
That
to
one misses.
hit. I went to strike, and whichever is closest. I rolled a 19, so
That's gonna hit.
most likely. What's sword damage usually?
D8.
D8. I rolled 5, so. Do I add the melee attack bonus? Yeah.
Yes, you do. Yep.
So that's 8 damage.
Still miss. Oh, no, you don't add to the damage. Sorry, not the damage.
Okay.
So 5 damage, yeah?
It's 5, yeah.
Sorry. I was thinking of the attack roll. Apologies. Okay, so that's the end of that round. Everybody roll initiative for the next round.
All right.
Bad guys are on 5. You guys have dropped 2 mushroom men. There's still 8 mushroom men, and there are still 8 of you.
I'm on 1.
Okay, anybody on 6? Nope. Okay, mushroom men are on 5. So mushroom man attacks Thaddeus and misses. Mushroom man attacks Andy. Andy, you get hit for 4 points of damage. Mushroom man, what's your armor class, Rupert?
16.
Misses. Johnny, you're hit for 5 points of damage. I think you're dead.
Oof.
Johnny? Oh, how many hit points
Johnny
you-
is eviscerated. No, Johnny was on 1 HP, so Johnny is.
Johnny! No!
murdered.
Johnny is killed. Ooh, that calls for morale checks for the other 3 cavaliers. But first I'll roll to see if they're still alive. And Roy, you're hit for 5 damage.
Oof.
Cavaliers, that first one is spared. Second one is spared. The third one is spared. Morale. But they turn and flee.
Damn it. It's my turn. I'm attacking. Hit for 1 point.
So
For
how
the
much did
one-
that total? You did 3 last round, 1 this round. How much was that first round?
I've hit him for 8 points total.
Yeah, he's still up. He is still up. Okay, and so it's 5s. Anybody
So
else?
we have no cavaliers.
I'm on 5.
You now have no cavaliers because now they killed the commander, and the remaining 3 have fled.
Oh, great. Come back, you cowards!
Josh didn't grab control of one before he failed his morale.
So okay, that's 4s, 3s.
Got
Oh, I'm
4.
on 5.
Oh, 5. Go ahead, Andy.
How
Then
many
Roy.
of them are left?
8.
Ooh.
Now
Okay,
let's
that's
go
hard.
back and fight.
Hmm?
Alright, I'm gonna use mirror image.
You cast mirror image.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
So that'll go into effect next round,
Alright.
right? Unless it's instantaneous. Does it say?
Second, let me.
Okay, Roy, you take your turn while he's looking that up.
That 4 rolls a 1. So
Misses.
nothing. Yep. He's gonna die this time. He's down to 11.
Thaddeus, you can take your turn since it sounds like Jose's still looking it up.
All right. I'll take a swing.
Okay. Roll to hit.
It doesn't really say if it's instant or not. It just says
13.
the
If
duration.
it has a
on it.
duration, it takes till the next round, and it does
Yeah.
have.
I was just asking
It'll-
if it says instantaneous, that means it happens right away. Otherwise, it takes a round to cast.
Right.
Cool. Okay, no problem.
Does a 13 hit?
13 does hit.
All right. Oop, that's a D. That's a D6. That's what I want to roll. 3 points.
Okay, you wound it. And it's going to be the next round initiative. There are 4 of you and 8 of them. Bad guys are on 2. What do you do?
I
Oh,
am
sorry.
on 5.
Who's on 6? Fuck. I can't remember how to play this game. 6. Mongo, only pawn in game of life.
Roy's
Who's on 6?
6.
Go ahead, Roy.
Roy's on 6. Can he get away from where he's at?
Do you want to try to flee?
Yes.
Yes, you
He's
can.
gonna die otherwise. That's right.
I will give them 1 attack at you as you do so.
Okay.
Misses. Roy
Okay.
flees.
He's gonna run back where Thaddeus is because he knows he's a.
Well, Thaddeus is up ahead, actually. Oh no,
Is
Thaddeus
he?
is
Right.
right next to you actually, because you're on the rear guard. Sorry. Yeah.
Maybe. Well, I'm gonna run past him. Then.
Yeah.
He's
All right.
gonna die on his next.
Roy's disengaging. Anybody else
Is
on
Roy
6?
Engaging because he looks like he's really fucked up? Is that
I
why,
don't know.
Roy? How bloody are you? You weren't running
2/3.
past me. Well, you
Yeah,
took a
he-
bad stab.
He's
Yeah.
badly bloodied. Yes,
Yeah,
he's.
2/3 of his hit points is gone.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Get behind me, boy.
Oh, he's going more than behind you. He's getting out of there.
All right.
Who's on 5?
I'm on 5.
Go ahead, Thaddeus.
All right. I'll swing at my dude again. That is a 27 to hit.
Damage
5 points.
kills him.
And I'll turn to
7.
the one that was chasing Roy, and I'll just reach out my arm because I'm still holding my musket, and I'll point it at him.
Okay. 7 remain. Anybody else on 5? We go to 4. 3.
I'm on 3.
Okay, Andy, what are you gonna do?
Well, did the thing already happen or?
Oh no, yeah, your spell goes into effect now. Sorry.
Okay. Oh, one
Call.
second. I gotta roll a d4.
Okay.
Okay, I got
That means
4.
they get
So that,
what? How does the spell work?
let's see. It says spell 1d4 duplicates of the caster from. Okay, so the 1d4 is for the
How many duplicates you make?
duplicate.
Okay.
I made 4.
Okay, so there's
And,
5 of you now. And then when I attack, you have to roll to see which one of you it attacks.
Yeah,
And what happens if it hits a duplicate?
it disappears.
Cool. Good to know. Okay.
That's cool.
So your spell goes off now. Boom. That's your. Does he get to take another action then? He does, right? Yeah. Because he cast it basically last round is his action. This round it goes off, and now you can make an action if you want, Andy.
Okay.
Makes sense to me. I
Well,
don't see why they should be penalized. Yeah.
since you said there was 8 of them, right?
There are 7 left now.
7 left. Okay.
And there were 3 of you, but now there are 7 of you. Because Andy created 4 duplicates of himself.
That's cool. That's a cool spell.
I guess I'll use what's it called? Magic missile on you said there were 7?
Mhm.
I'll hit 2 of them for 3 each, and then I'll hit another one for 1.
Okay. The one that Rupert's fighting is really badly wounded. You might want to just use 1 on that.
Alright.
Okay, so the 1 hits that one and kills it because I only have 1 hit point left.
Excellent.
Roll your 3 d4s for each of the other 2. Or is it 3d6? 3 d4s, right?
D4s, yeah.
Yeah. What game had d6 magic missiles? Must have been one of the early editions of D&D. I seem to remember there being
Yeah,
d6
Dungeons
somewhere.
and
3d6 is
Okay.
D6 is what Fireball is.
The first
True.
one takes 9 damage,
Okay, that kills him.
and the other guy takes 7.
Okay, he's wounded but not dead. So, Andy fires off these magic missiles. What do they look like again? What are your magic missiles?
Hits the rainbow.
Fucking rainbows, yeah. God damn.
Okay.
And now there are 5 mushroom men left. Anybody else on 3 or 2? Bad guys are on 2. So there are 5 mushroom men left. So 1 attacks Thaddeus. What's your armor class, Thaddeus?
15.
Hits you for 3.
All right.
1 attacks Andy. But let's see. There are multiple Andys. So, oh wait, I need to roll d5. He attacks one of your duplicates and it's gone. Another one attacks Rupert. Rupert, you're hit for 6 damage. Then there are 2 others that are going to attack Andy duplicates or whatever, so we'll see if they actually hit Andy or not. 1 other duplicate is gone. 2 other duplicates are gone. So you have 1 duplicate remaining.
Nice.
And Rupert, did you go yet? You on 1?
Yeah, I'm on 1. So I'll
Okay.
swing the sword at a new one. 15.
15. That's a hit.
Hit.
Damage.
4 damage.
4 damage is the wounded one. It's dead. There are 4 remaining.
All right.
Now,
New-
before we go into the new initiative, Roy, you were fleeing back the way you came, essentially, yeah? Kind of south, I guess, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
Not too far. I don't want to get out of the range of.
Okay, roll d6 for me.
Okay, you got it.
You've only been fleeing for 1 round, so you can only go so far.
You rolled a. Oh, hold on a minute. I can't even read what that is. It's a 5.
A 5? Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
6, actually. I'm sorry, it's a 6.
A 6. That's still bad.
Yeah, I figured it would be worse.
Okay. As you kind of realize, okay, you know, how fast does a horse move? Yeah. You're probably a couple 100 feet away, right? And you kind of pull back to turn around. And as you do pull back, you see these mushrooms rising up in front of you. There are 9 giant blue mushroom men, like 12-foot tall blue mushroom men. And 1 second, I need to find something here. What page is it on? Page 34. And you see a 20-foot tall mushroom man with 3 heads.
Oh, fuck.
That are currently green, yellow, and gray. Yeah. And they basically have you pretty much surrounded to where the only way you can go is right back towards your friends. So they've got a circle around you.
Okay, that's what you'll do then.
Well, not now. You're surprised.
Not
So
yet.
we'll go back to everybody else. Roll initiative. Well, everybody can roll initiative now.
Nice.
Bad guys are on 4. What did I have? I have green, gray, and yellow.
Gray's probably undead. We haven't seen yellow before.
Okay. Anybody on 6?
I am on 6.
What are you going to do? You still have 4 yellow mushroom men there with you.
All right, so I shove my musket into the guy's face and pull the trigger.
Okay. Roll. Yeah, roll to hit. Roll d10 for misfire.
Right. 10.
Okay, doesn't misfire.
All right. And I rolled 20 to hit.
Yeah, bam. Damage.
I rolled 8.
Bam. You blow him away. Now there
I
are 3
drop the musket.
yellow mushroom men. Anybody else in 6 or 5? Oops, sorry. I'm going to sneeze. Whew,
Bless
sorry.
you.
Thank you. You could still hear it even with my mic muted, probably.
No, I saw the camera shake though.
Okay. Jesus. Okay. Nobody's on 5? Okay, mushroom men are on 4. So, Roy,
Uh-oh.
what's your armor class? Okay. The Mushroom King. Oh, here. I took this down so I could show you what he looks like real quick. That's
14
kind of
armor
an
class.
image I have of the Mushroom King. Now, that's before he doubled in size, right? So that's like a 10-foot tall
Good.
Mushroom King.
That's
Whereas the
attack.
Mushroom King you're fighting is actually 20 feet tall.
Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, you
We
see how
waited.
big it is compared to that horse and all, yeah. All right.
We did.
Now, right, sorry. So, Roy, you need to roll a saving throw versus poison, please. As the Mushroom King starts to float up above the ground, he starts to kind of float in the air as he attacks you.
Am I rolling?
He
for
actually didn't
level?
attack you. He threw some spores at you, these yellow spores. Rolling a saving throw, d20. You want to roll high.
That's right. Okay.
It's your poison save.
13.
13. What's your poison
Yeah.
save?
Poison save is. I want to say 14, but I'll tell you for sure right now. Let's see. Poison is 12.
Okay, you succeed. Good.
Oh,
So you managed
right.
to kind of brush off those yellow spores. A little coughing, but it doesn't hurt you.
Good.
These blue mushroom men might, though.
Yeah, probably will.
Let's see. Where's the blue mushroom men? Here we go. Oh my. Okay, so these are. Wow, these are 8 hit die mushroom men. Great.
All right, Roy, I talked you out of bringing your mushroom boy. He could have been handy now.
I'm gonna say, given your position, 4 can attack you at a time, and 4 will attack you. First one misses. Roll a 1. Second one hits you for 2 points of damage.
Okay.
Third one hits you for 3 points of damage.
5,
And the fourth one hits you for 5 points of damage.
10. Oh, God, he's down to 1 or 2 now.
Okay. The other 5 blue mushroom men go past you and start kind of closing off the gap behind you, getting between you and your companions. They seem to be going towards your companions, but they're definitely behind you, kind of making your escape more difficult. With the yellow mushroom men, I think there's still 4 of them left, or was it 3? It was down to 3, right? Yeah, it's 3. One attacks Thaddeus for 3 points of damage.
Shit.
One attacks Andy, misses. And one misses Rupert as well. Anybody on 3?
I've already gone, didn't I? Yeah.
Yeah, you were
2.
sick.
Is this a new? Oh wait, I'm
1.
on 3.
Oh, please take your turn.
How many more mushroom men are there now?
3 yellows on
There
us.
are 3 yellows, and you hear the sounds of combat going on behind you. So if you glance over your shoulder, you'll see 4 blue mushroom men approaching behind you. And Roy seems to be engaged with more mushroom men beyond that, but you can't really see him over these 4 12-foot tall
Well,
blue mushroom men behind you.
I'll turn behind me and magic missile those.
Okay. How are you
I'll
going to
do
do?
3, 2, 2.
3, 2, 2. Okay, roll your first 3.
8 damage.
Okay. Roll your second 3 for the other one.
Second one is also 8. Oh wait, that's 2. My bad.
Okay.
Okay, that's 5 damage for the second guy, and then 3 damage for the third guy.
Okay.
So it's 8, then 5, and then 3.
They are barely phased. Let's see. So there's 9 of these guys total. So this one lost 8 hit points. Another one lost 5 hit points, and another one lost 3 hit points. Yeah, that none of them are visibly. I mean, they're visibly wounded, but they're not anywhere close to bloodied. These things are a lot tougher than the yellow ones. Okay. Anybody else left to go this round?
Got one
Rupert, go ahead.
sword. 14. Does that hit?
That does hit.
5 damage.
5 points of damage.
The yellow.
He was not wounded yet, though, right?
I don't know.
No, he wasn't. Yep. Okay, you wound him, but he's still up.
All right.
Okay. And now it's the next round initiative. Oh, and the Mushroom King's heads change color. One of them changes color. Sorry. So what were those? Those were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I need my chart for this.
Well, the first thing you said was that what you were saying his heads were yellow, green, and or yellow, blue, and gray. I think
Yeah.
it was.
It was green, gray, and yellow. Yeah.
Green, gray, and yellow.
So the green head, oops, changes color. Can't be that one. Can't be that one. Changes to black. So now the heads are black, gray, and yellow. Mushroom King stance. What does the black head do?
Black is magical stuff.
Oh my god.
My
Okay.
first response was going to be clog your pores.
Initiative.
5.
Bad guys are on 6.
I might die.
Need somebody to roll die for me here. Any volunteers?
Sure.
All right. Let me see here. Roll a d6, please.
D6. All right. 4.
Okay. Let me see what this does. Okay. And how many of those does he get? Oh, I fucking counted wrong. I'm sorry. Give me a d20 roll, Merrick, please.
All right.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
8.
8. Okay, and he is this level. So, okay. Okay. He is casting a spell on Roy, because Roy is the only one of you that he can see at the moment. So he begins casting. Oh, the mushroom men get to go. The blue mushroom men attack Roy. What's your armor class, Roy? I think that one missed. Roy's armor class is like 15 or 16, I think. Second one hits you for 10, Roy.
Oof.
I think that kills you.
Fuck.
You want to roll a d20 for me, Rob?
Rolled a 10.
You rolled a 10. Okay, let me see here. I need to go to my Rogues to Riches page. Here we go. What's a 10 on the death chart? 10 is an old battle wound. So mark down you have a battle wound, okay?
Okay.
Every day from now on, you will roll a d6 to see if your injury acts up. If you roll a 1, then you'll suffer a -2 to all to hit rolls, a -1 to all skill rolls, and move at half speed for the day.
Damn.
Oh,
But that, yeah, at the moment you're unconscious though.
okay.
And we go. Oh yes, there's still more mushroom men. So there's still 3 yellow ones up, aren't there?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, first one on Thaddeus hits for 7. Andy hit for 6. Rupert hit for 9. There's 4 more blue mushroom men coming up, so it'll be 1 on each of you. Thaddeus hit for 3 more.
I'm at 0.
You drop unconscious. Andy hit for 8. Rupert hit for 8. And there's 1 left. I'll roll randomly between Andy or Rupert to see which one of you it attacks. It attacks Rupert and hits for 9 more.
Holy shit.
So Rupert took 17 points of damage this round. Roy is down. Thaddeus is down. Anybody on 5?
Not anymore.
4.
I'm on 4.
Rupert, what are you going to do?
Attack.
Oh my god.
I hit 2 damage to the one I've already damaged.
2 damage?
Yes.
Still up. Andy, it's your turn because you're the last person to go.
All right, just give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do before I die.
Those damn cowards wouldn't have run. We'd have had
Right?
a chance.
You could
Okay,
run.
cool.
Andy?
How close are they? Well, they're right on.
You
In
could
melee.
run.
Yeah,
run.
I'm gonna run, and then I'm gonna turn around and cast dig around them.
Cast what?
Dig.
Dig. Okay, so you're going to run for a round. Well, you're going to have to run for a couple of rounds to get out of range. Okay.
Alright.
Andy starts running. Next round, initiative. What are you on, Rupert?
4.
Okay, we go we go simultaneously.
I got 5.
So let's see. So Rupert is now left alone. So he's going to get attacked by 2 yellow mushroom men and 2 blue mushroom men. Yellow mushroom men. First one hits you for 4 damage, Rupert. Second one misses. The blue mushroom men. First one hits you for 5 more damage. And the other one hits you for 6 damage. So a total of 16 this round.
I'm still on my horse, so I will disengage and run away.
Okay. The Mushroom King casts a spell. Let's see here. What kind? Do you get a saving throw? If the creature fails saving throw versus magic with a -4 penalty. Roll a saving throw versus magic.
Who, me?
Yeah, you get a -4 on the roll.
I made it.
Good, because that was a feeble mind spell.
I hit this number exactly.
Now, if the target succeeds their saving throw, they're considered to be under the effect of a haste spell for as many rounds as the caster has levels. You are under a haste spell for 9 rounds, so you start running away even faster.
That means I can take 2 actions in a round.
Yeah.
All right.
You and Andy. Okay, so Andy, you get far enough away. Now you're gonna cast dig.
Yeah, cast dig around the mushrooms so that way they fall down into the ground.
Dig. 10-foot cubic increments. The dirt is only moved to just around the opening of the excavation. If desired, you can dig a trench or straight down. Digging straight down, there's a cumulative probability that the walls of the pit will collapse. Any being comes within 1 foot of the opening of the pit must save versus paralyzation or fall in. It just says 10-foot cubic increments. Doesn't say how much of an area, no?
Is that like per level?
I'm going to think so. I think the 10-foot increment means 10 foot per level. So you want to do a trench or
I wanted it to go down so that way they fall into it. It take them a while to get up.
right?
Yeah, and
But there's a lot of them.
any of them standing beside it might fall into.
So
Yeah.
okay, let's say you've got you're level 7, right?
Yep.
Or you level 6, level 7. So you got a 70-foot cube, 7 10-foot cubes basically, right? So you want to do like 4 across and 3 down, maybe?
Yeah, that works for me.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, sorry, that'd be 4 and then 3, but it'd be 20-foot deep in 3 of them basically. Or you could just whatever, we can split it up. Okay, no
Make
problem.
it
So you do
deeper,
that.
but don't say 20 foot tall.
The king is 20 foot tall. The rest of them are 12 foot tall.
These would be like 10 foot tall.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess that's good.
All right. There'll definitely be enough of a deterrent to make it difficult for them to pursue you.
New initiative.
Question. After I do that, they're in this hole. You said it's gonna take a bit for them to get out, right?
Yeah. Well, they're not. I'll see if any of them fall in. Let's see. How wide was it? 40 feet wide, right? So that can affect
Right.
four of them. I will say because they're big. They're like 10-foot, spaces. He saved. He failed. He saved. He failed. So 2 of them have fallen in. 2 of the blue ones. The rest, the other 7 blue ones, the 3 yellow ones, and the king are not.
Is there any way that I can run in there and grab Tarius and then run out, or if
No,
I go in there, I'm gonna get
definitely
slaughtered?
not. Especially not if there's a trench.
Okay. Well, if Rupert is near me, I'm just gonna say run and
Merrick, roll a d20 for me.
All right, let's see here. 16.
16. Ooh, what does this do? The Mushroom King casts another spell. Okay. 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 So the only 2 remaining are Rupert and Andy. Yeah, Rupert, you're there with Andy, right? Or did
Yeah.
you keep going? Okay. I need you
Wow.
both to make saving throws versus magic, please.
Uh-oh.
Any negatives?
Hmm?
Any adjustments? Negatives?
Nope, nope. Just straight saving throws versus magic. Sorry.
Made it.
Okay.
I felt like
You failed.
hard.
Okay. So basically, let me see. How many would that be? How many hit dice do you think a grizzly bear
sorry.
has? Hello?
2 or 3.
What?
2 or 3 probably.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
gonna say
4.
3. 3 grizzly bears come out behind you, between cutting off the way to the trench. Rupert, you realize that these things are only partly real. Andy just thinks they're real. Now roll initiative.
3.
Okay. What about you,
Yeah,
Andy?
6.
You're first, Andy. What do you do? These 3 grizzly bears coming out behind you now. So if you're facing where the Mushroom King and the trench is, and your dying compatriots and all of these other mushroom men, these 3 grizzly bears are attacking you from
It
behind.
says if I'm hasted, I automatically win initiative. Is
Oh
that
yeah,
enough?
so you can go too. You can both go. Thanks for reminding me.
Well, you can go ahead, Andy, because then I'll say what I'm going to do.
What do you do, Andy?
Well, I wanted to cast Wall of Fog. I'm trying to see if it's instant or not.
Say again?
I said I wanted to cast Wall of Fog, but I wanted to see if it was instant or not.
Oh,
Doesn't look like it.
I
Well,
don't
I'm
think so.
just gonna run through a different direction than they are, and I want to get away from all this shit.
Okay, one of them will get an attack at you as you go by.
All right, and then when I get away from them, wherever spot I'm in, I'm gonna cast Wall of Fog on myself.
What's your armor class?
15.
Okay. It swipes and misses as you ride past with your horse. What about you, Rupert?
All right, I'm going to use my horse. I'm going to run over to Thaddeus's body and grab him up.
Okay.
I'm
Let me
gonna
see here.
an action
Thaddeus's
to-
body is in the trench
Where's Roy?
with the 2 blue mushroom men.
I will
Roy is also in the trench.
Okay, I'll jump into the trench with the horse.
Okay, no problem. Now, as
How
you do
deep is
so,
it? How deep is it?
20 feet.
Okay, I'm not jumping in. I'll get off my horse and climb down.
Okay. The 2
What's
blue mushroom men will attack you.
Oh, fuck.
First one hits you for 9 damage.
I'm down.
Second one hits you for 1 damage.
-3.
You're down in the pit with Thaddeus and Roy.
I don't know why I
Well,
did that.
Oh, you're -3?
Yeah.
Okay, you're not dead.
I'll 10 minutes. Or what, a D10 minutes or something.
Andy, what are you doing once you get away from this stuff? These grizzly bears are pursuing you. You keep running?
Yeah, I try to run to an area where I can get a view of the place from like up above, or like I don't know, a
You're not
hill
going to
or
get much of a
something.
chance because you got 3 grizzly bears hot on your tail. And they run fast.
Fuck, we'll keep
So you're
going
going to
then.
flee, yeah? Or you can turn and fight. Your choice.
Well, if I see 3 grizzly bears, I'm not gonna stop and fight 3
Okay.
fucking bears.
So you flee for a while until the bears stop pursuing you. Stop your horse finally. No sign of the bears. Unfortunately, the mushroom forest is so thick you can't see anything back where you came from. You're alone. You don't know where Rupert is. You know, you're pretty sure where Thaddeus and Roy are. And what time of day is it? This is in the, this would be the late morning, I guess. Yeah, maybe around noon, midday. Midday.
Where'd them cavaliers get off to? They should have been killed by that damn thing.
Now, let me think about this. What would the mushroom mans do?
They'd eat us.
They don't eat, like, they only eat rotting things. They'd probably take you and, yeah. I guess they would want to make sure you were good and dead, though, wouldn't they?
Put mushrooms in acid, roll them.
Like, I imagine anybody they found was still breathing, they'd probably kill them.
Yeah, we'll poke them with a spear, finish them off.
Yeah. And then throw them on the rot pile to age.
Yep. We're mushroom food.
All right, Andy.
Yeah.
Let me see here. You get 1,000 experience points. Thaddeus, Rupert, and Roy. You will need new characters next session.
Damn.
Yeah, I
And
figured.
that's the end of session 68.